one I thought that I would bring you for a day with me. I had originally planned to go and like read in a park and go for a stroll and like just have this really nice day out in the sun, but today is very overcast, windy, bit of a dreary day, so not exactly giving like nice day out, but I do still have some little errands that I want to run. So I want to go to the library, pick up a new book they have on hold, and then I also need to go to the shops, go to Officeworks and Kmart and get some things printed off for both my book journal and my journal that I share with Shah. So she unintentionally ended up having it for all of last year, and so then coming into this year we decided that we would each have it for 2 months at a time. So I've had it for Jan and Feb, and so I need to print off some more things. I did already start doing it the other day, but I kind of just like got to a point where I was like, oh, I need to print off some more things for this. So I'm gonna go Kmart to print off photos, Officeworks to print off books for my book journal, and then I'll probably spend a bit of time today filling those out. I might do some baking. I basically just wanted to really enjoy a day off. Anyway, I'm gonna get up, make some matcha, make some breakfast, read my Bible, get sorted, and then we will go from there. Okay, so I'm going to the library and I am returning these 2 books, and I figured I would give an update on them. Did I read them? No. Did I read them? Half. Did not finish it. Guys, I couldn't get into it. I really tried, because as I said, it was our book club book, and I know one of the other girls in the group has read it. Half the group haven't. And I gave it a go. I ended up getting about halfway through and then stopping and just reading a whole entire other book in like 3 days, and then tried to come back to this and just couldn't do it. I don't know why, but I just feel like I've been on a bad run of books for the start of this year. I've had 1 5-star and then the rest I've just kind of been like, yeah. And so it was quite disappointing to not like this and not finish it. And then that also is why I didn't read this, because 1, the Olympics are over, and 2, as I said, I was a little nervous as to whether I would like it or not, and I think I just need to save this for when it's okay for me to have a little bit of a slump. I want to get a book that I think I'll like. So I'm going to the library and I'm getting a book by an author, Sophie Cousins, who actually haven't read any of her books yet, but I've had one of her books on my want to read for like a couple of years, I think, for a while now. And then a little while ago I went and looked up her other books, and the ones that sounded good, I also added them to my want to read, and it is one of those that is ready for me at the library. So I'm gonna go pick that up. I guess it is a little bit risky to try a new author right when I'm like not necessarily loving the books that I've read lately, but I think her books sound good, so I'm hoping it's good. And then I'm also just gonna have a little wander around the library and see what else they might have, if they have another little quick read that is something I've been wanting to read. I am gonna try and look for our book club book, because we've picked a new one, Wild Dark Shore, and when we finally have book club, we were meant to have it today. When we finally have book club, we're going to chat about this last book and the new book, but I need to try and track down and see if I can find it at the library. If not, I'll probably just have to buy it on my Kindle or somewhere. But anyway, you don't need to hear all that. I'm just chatting. So yeah, going to the library and we'll see what we can find. So I made it back home. I'm currently catching up on Survivor, but I wanted to show you. So I printed off the things for my book journal. So I've got the books I read and then some pictures for Summer Romance, as you can tell, was a loved book, which means it's going across a few different pages. So I had to print out a bunch of that. And then these pictures are all just representative of what happens in that book. And then I also did a little self-serve thing at Kmart. And these are for my journal with Shah. I'm doing a page that is a vision board for this year, which yes, it's the end of Feb, but this is for Jan and Feb, and it's never too late to just like print out your vibes and like print out pretty pictures. They're so cute. Anyway, that's just a little sneak peek. You'll see them in the journal maybe, but I'm gonna cut these out while I watch Survivor, and then I'll start sticking them in. I am gonna bake a cake, but I just figured I would get started on this while Survivor's on, and then maybe I'll chuck a podcast or a movie or something on while I bake. That's the plan, so I'm gonna get cutting. Does this. Let me see how dark it goes. No, completely dark. Okay, so I am gonna bake. I'm literally gonna bake the most basic thing. I just really want cinnamon tea cake, and I'm using a recipe from taste.com. This is like 9 ingredients and like 2 steps, but I bought this last week, and so I thought I would make a hot cinnamon tea cake. This was literally like, I think it was like $5 at Aldi. It was so cheap, and it's just a little, oh, glad I'm testing this out, springform cake. Oh, it's just so cute. So we're just gonna make a cinnamon tea cake, and I was gonna put a show on, but I think I'll just play music and have a little sing along because I want to, and I will. Yeah. Anyway. Wait, I forgot to show you. When I went to the shops today, I went to TK Maxx. Look how perfect these plates are. Oh, I literally am obsessed. TK Maxx, you have my heart. Isn't it just so perfect? I got 4 of them in a little set, and they're just so perfect. And they're perfect to have tea on. Not tea, tea cake. Okay, so here we are. I just had my dinner. I am finishing off watching a vlog on YouTube. I'm just about to stick in all the little pieces of my vision board, and then I need to like get cracking on some other pages because tomorrow is the last day of February. Therefore, the last day that I'm meant to have the journal before I give it to Shah. So I'm gonna stick these in, get planned. I do have a list on my phone of the other pages that I want to do, but now that we are here and I only have it for a day, I need to just kind of start filling stuff in and actually like writing in the journal. So far I've just done pictures and fun pages, but I haven't actually like written anything. And that's one of the really special parts of this journal, is that we get to just like say something to each other that's written down. We can look back on it. Gosh, written down, that was so Aussie. That is written down, and we can look back on it in years to come. Like this, we've already had it since Christmas 2023, and then 2024 I took it to America, came back, we kind of took it in turns, and then obviously Shah had it for 2025. But even just like looking back at some of the pages already, I'm like, wow, this has like come with us for so much of our life. So I do want to put pen to paper and just write out some thoughts, some dreams, visions, things for this year, whatever I end up writing, we'll see. But yeah, gonna stick some stuff in, finish my vlog, and then I'll probably pop on a movie, have tea and my cake, and keep going for the night. So let's do it. Saturday morning, and this was originally just going to be a hangout with me on Friday, but then I got a little nervous that I didn't do enough, and I had some things on today and tomorrow that I was like, yeah, that's fine, I can bring you along for, which didn't start off super strong this morning. I forgot to bring you to a cafe with my friends. We're doing a little Bible study, and I was meant to film and I forgot. I like fully uploaded stuff from my phone to my laptop this morning so that I would have space, and then forgot. But yeah, went to a little cafe. The second week that we've been doing it, we're kind of going through the New Testament and like looking at all the different kind of context of each of the books and who wrote them and just the history of them. So the people groups, the time that they were written, what was going on, and it's been great. Week 2 so far. But yeah, so I went to a little cafe to do that, and then came home. It actually was like really overcast and like kind of cool this morning, so I was in like pants and a jumper, and now it is so sunny. So sunny and so warm, so I've got the fan back on. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, but I'm just chilling. I have a birthday party tonight, but other than Bible study today, I didn't really have many plans, so I'm just back to still working on the journal. It's the 28th of Feb, as I said, so I need to finish this to get it to Shah. So I'm currently in the middle of that again. And then my cousin, who actually lives like an hour-ish away from me, is on the beaches today. She's near me, and so we're going to try and like catch up. She's got like an hour or two window where we might be able to catch up, so hopefully we'll see her at some point. But then other than that, I'm just cruising. So I also kind of don't have much to show you today. Really annoyed I didn't film Bible study, but that's okay. You can just see more of the process of the journal, and then yeah, we'll see what else I get up to today. There probably might not be much, but oh, I wanted to say I did start the book last night. I started And Then There Was You by Sophie Cousins, and I read like, oh, actually I read 2 chapters, but that wasn't very many pages. I was reading it really late at night. I was really tired. It's third person, which I wish I'd known, but that's okay. Third person's not always bad. I just struggle a little with third person because I feel like it brings me out. But some third person points of view, I don't know, writing styles like do very much make you still feel like you are in their thoughts. So I'm hoping that that's the case, but very much at the start, not much to report. Still kind of figuring out what the plot's gonna be, but yeah, I'll keep you updated as I read that. I don't think I have anything else to say, so let's just journal for a bit and I'll see where the day takes us. Hope that you can hear me right now. So my cousin did end up coming over. We just sat and chatted for a couple of hours. Wasn't really the sort of thing that I would film, but it was very nice to see her and just like catch up on life. Now I am at the beach and I'm sitting against like a seawall thing. There's the ocean. And I am going to do a little bit of journaling. So I have this little journal. I'm just gonna do some stuff for my own life in that, and then I also brought along my Shah journal, I don't know what we're calling it, but this journal, so that I can write some of the journal things that I need to get done, and then I'll go home and get ready for the party. But I just figured I would like get out of the house, come and enjoy the ocean. I'm in the shade because it's really hot, but this breeze is really lovely, and I'm just gonna do some journaling while I do it. Butt is so numb because I'm sitting on like, you can't really see, but I'm sitting on a slant and my butt is so numb and my hand is already sore. There is no way I could write an essay with the state of my I don't know how quickly my hand got tired just then. There is no way I could do the HSC. Anyway, I am gonna go home. I either need to charge my phone before I go out, so I might finish a little bit of the writing when I get home, and then I'll just get ready and go. And yeah, but the journal is mostly done. I wrote in this journal and this journal, and I'm mostly done. I think if I can like finish writing when I get home, then I should be able to give the journal to Shah tonight, which means that I have been completely on time with it. So I'll see. We'll see. There's some people who just come down to the beach and they're watching me film, so I am gonna go now and I will see you soon. Okay, here we are, about to leave. Here is the fit. It's like garden party themed, so floral, nice, dressy vibe. Hi. just realized that even though yesterday I was going on and on about the fact that it was the 28th of February, it is now Sunday morning and I just read the 28th of February here, which I held it up to the screen. You can pause it if you want to. It was a great read. Very convicting, very such a big call to love, and love in the way that love actually is. Love calls out things that are wrong, but it does so in grace. Go read it, it's great. But then I wanted to talk to you about March 1st, because today is March 1st. Happy autumn, everyone. Although I can see my battery's about to die, so I'm going to change the battery and then we'll talk about March 1. Okay, we're back. March 1st. I will hold it. I'll hold it again. You can pause it if you want to read before I chat about it. Hopefully you can read that. If not, let me know and I can send it to you. But basically it's talking about mercy. Also, I need water. Maybe I'll do that quickly. Okay, yeah, it's talking about mercy and mercy forgetfulness. So basically us just forgetting how much we need mercy in our lives, and how much when we kind of get used to, I don't know, ourselves, just like living the day-to-day life, it's not necessarily our first thought in the morning when we're tired and putting our head down. It's not necessarily our last thought, which actually when I read that line, it kind of made me think of About Time. Brilliant, beautiful movie that everyone should know and love, where at the end of the movie, he just kind of like discovers this joy of living every day on purpose and noticing the small moments of life. And I feel like that's something I do, but definitely not all the time. There are days where I just like go about the day and I get home and I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to like sit back and watch TV or read a book or do something, and I'm not necessarily looking back and noticing all the ways that there have been small mercies. And yeah, it's talking about mercy, forgetfulness. The fact that God has blessed us with his favor when we deserved his wrath fades from our memories like a song whose lyrics we once knew but now cannot recall. And they're saying mercy forgetfulness is dangerous because it shapes the way you think about yourself and others. When you remember mercy, you also remember that you simply did not whatsoever, that you did nothing whatsoever to earn that which mercy has blessed you. When you remember mercy, you are humble, thankful, and tender. When you remember mercy, complaining gives way to gratitude and self-focused desire gives way to worship. But when you forget mercy, you proudly tell yourself that you have what? Oh my gosh. I'll reread that sentence. When you remember mercy, complaining gives way to gratitude and self-focused desire. Oh wait, no, I read that one. But when you forget mercy, you proudly tell yourself that what you have is what you've achieved. When you forget mercy, you take credit for what only mercy could produce. When you forget mercy, you name yourself as righteous and deserving, and you live an entitled and demanding life. Oh, my neighbors. Yeah, which when I read that, so literally yesterday I had my cousin over and she just asked how biscotti was going, how this was all going, and I was like, it can be really draining at times when I don't know, it can be pretty discouraging when like numbers don't match the amount of like time and things that I'm putting into stuff, when like I feel like I'm creating good content and then it doesn't really perform well in terms of analytics and all that kind of stuff. And it can be very easy for me to compare myself to so many other people that are doing the same thing. And I was kind of just saying like I'm trying to figure out where my niche is, and that I would love to just like bring God into things more and talk about things in a natural way and different stuff, because it literally is like the rest of my life. Like I work for my church, I go to church, I read my Bible, I talk to my friends about God. Like so much of my life is centered around God, as it should be. And then I feel like sometimes this doesn't necessarily reflect that. And so I was just saying that like that's where I'm at the moment, is trying to figure out how to kind of bring him into things more. And I was just like, yeah, the numbers can be pretty discouraging. And literally as I was having the conversation to her, I then after that went onto YouTube because I'd posted a video the day before. It was my Christian fiction favorites video that I made, and when I posted that I was like, I know that the people that watch my vlogs currently, like all my friends that watch it, I was like, I know that all of them aren't readers, that they probably might not be interested in this video, but I want this video to reach beyond my existing audience, and I want it to focus on God as the first thing that I'm doing, kind of like a bit different to what I have been creating. And anyway, so I'm like having this conversation with her afterwards, go on YouTube, and I had like 5 more subscribers. I had a bunch of new views and a comment from someone who, I don't know who they are. When I clicked on their channel, it said that they were from Puerto Rico. So if I'm correct on that, hello to Puerto Rico. And I just was like, wow, I literally am sitting here doubting things. I really hope you could hear that. That was Abby singing. What was I saying? Abby. Yeah, I'm literally sitting there doubting, being like, do I keep doing this? Do I even have much to say? Whoa. And then meanwhile, God's working behind the scenes and I was gaining new followers, a new audience. And I woke up this morning and I'm now, oh. Hey. Literally 2 seconds ago, I was like, I hope you heard that.
Good morning. I'm gonna.
Okay, enjoy. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yes, I woke up this morning and so if you remember my New Year's vlog where I was doing my bingo, one of my things I said was that I wanted to get 100 subscribers and that would feel like a massive achievement. I think at the time I had 75. Guys, I woke up this morning and I have 95 subscribers, so I'm 5 off 100.
Hey Beck's vlog. Just got back from the shops.
Beck reached 100 subscribers yesterday, and so we're doing what we do and putting balloons up, and we got a cake
Oh, they're so big. I love it.
and we got some streamers for the front door, so when she walks up the stairs she'll see these and go, what the heck,
Yeah.
what is that about?
And they're pink because Beck is reclaiming pink, right?
You have to reclaim.
Hope so.
She
So
should. So yeah, we'll
enjoy it.
give you an update when we're doing
100.
100.
Gorgeous.
Wait, it looks so good. Wait, I just rolled my ankle.
Perfect.
It's a little broken.
Pretty. Woo, 100 party. Gosh, the 100 looks awesome.
Yeah.
How do I do this? Oh, that's better. You can get the stuff in the back. Yay. Congrats, Beck. Remember us when you're famous. Ultimate. Ultimate. Trying to see when she comes home. Okay.
I don't think so.
Literally saw the door and I was like, what am I missed? Ah, cute guys! Yay! It's actually 125 last time I checked.
No way.
So,
What?
yeah.
Oh my god. Hey, that's huge.
Yeah, like all day it's just like kept climbing. I'm like, coming in.
Oh,
Yay! And I just was like, thank you, God. Like, I literally was doubting things yesterday and he literally was like, now hang on a second. Have I not been like promising you through other people that this year is going to be different? And I was like, you're right. And so I think, yeah, just this picture of like forgetting God's mercy means that we put things back into our own hands and we just go like, yeah, I've achieved that thing. Or like the reverse of that, we then blame ourselves when things don't go great. And obviously, yes, there's human error and there's human responsibility that we need to take hold of. But there are so many things that are just like not up to us, that when we don't bring God into it, when we don't remember his mercy and all that he has blessed us with, all the miracles that he has done before, that he will do again, and he has said, like, he is faithful, he is a promise maker, promise keeper. And when we don't hold him to that, we take hold of it for ourselves and we don't put that responsibility on him to fulfill his promises. And yeah, just like forgetting that mercy means that we actually live a self-righteous life which does no one any good. And so it says, when you forget mercy and think you're deserving, you find it all too easy not to extend mercy to others. Proudly, you think that what you're getting is what you deserve and that they are too. Your proud heart is not tender, so it is not easily moved by the sorry plight of others. You forget that you are more like than unlike your needy brother, failing to acknowledge that neither of you stands before God as deserving. Humility is the soil in which mercy for others grows. Gratitude for mercy given is what motivates mercy extended. Paul says, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another as God in Christ forgave you. And I think, yeah, it's such a beautiful picture of like everything that we receive from God and through God is not just for us, it's then to extend to others. And because none of us have earned anything that we've gotten, all of it is gift. Like all those things are gifts from God. Like they're not meant to just stay with us. We are meant to give as we have received. We're meant to forgive as we have been forgiven and extend mercy where we have received mercy. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little devotional. I was planning on filming today, but I'm really just like having a few like chatty catch-ups with friends that are not things that I will be filming. And then tonight I'm going to church, which I may decide to just like film a little bit of what that looks like, of what doing life in community and church looks like, but I'll see, because so not everyone loves not everyone loves a camera shoved in their face, so I'll see. But if I end the video here, I hope you have enjoyed spending the weekend with me, and I hope you got a little something out of that end there. And if not, I'll see you later, but this will probably be my wrap up of the video. So hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye.